Hey, welcome to Men on Scandal. We are back. Scandal is back.
Wow, with a bang.
I'm Tony Scott. That's Mark Clark in New York. Troy Johnson in his Steve Largent jersey in Washington, D.C.
I know it's Super Bowl week, man. You know,
Super Bowl week, man. Yes. So Scandal is back, man. I don't know what the hell I was watching last. I thought I was watching a different show, but I was so confused about really the whole episode, and I was wondering last night how we're going to get through this show today because I was just lost. There was a dream. There was not a dream. There was a dream inside a dream.
Yeah.
There was someone talking to Olivia Pope about a dream that's not real. And then there's this washer on the ground. It plays into real life. And it was like, huh? But it starts out by picking up where it left off the first half of the season. And that was Olivia apparently just wants to dance. She don't want to think about her dad. Jake wants to talk about Eli. She don't want to talk about him. She's dancing to Stevie Wonder. He starts dancing. They look in each other's eyes. It starts going in that direction. She says, I've never had sex on the piano. She says, is it cold? He says, it might be slippery. I'll get a blanket. He goes, gets the blanket. He comes back. She's gone. The wine is spilled on the couch. Left a hell of a spot, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know women were cringing when they saw that, man. It's like, oh, no.
No, you know who really was cringing was Big Mama, thinking she should have had the plastic on the couch. Nobody in the front row.
How about the plastic on the hallway carpet, right?
Well, she wouldn't have been abducted if the runners were on the floor. Because they'd have tripped over. Hey, what's all that noise?
So Jake is running down the street, running down the stairway into the street in his drawers.
Mm-hmm.
We should all look that good running in our drawers, man.
Here's the best part about it. No, he's not. But there were people outside.
Yeah.
And they didn't give a damn.
They just going about their business while this man is running down the street in his custom, them drawers were custom made for his. I ain't never had a pair of drawers fit me like that.
Yes.
I mean, his drawers were so upscale. I mean, his drawers had cufflinks, man. They were like, I was like, wow, check that out, man. But he's running down the street.
They didn't have a cuff on him. They had a cuff on him.
Yeah, that's right.
Even Justin Bieber was like,
Yeah. So then there's a different scenario where the dude that snatched Olivia went next door to the apartment next door. So, and of course, Jake didn't know that in this scenario. So he's the same thing for him. He's running down the street, running down the stairs and all that stuff like that. But apparently there's this whole operation that's been set up in this elderly woman, this skinny Florida Evans next door.
Miss
Right?
Jane Pittman makes her debut on Scandal.
for real, I'm going to take you back. That woman, I believe, played Detective Tibbs' aunt. Or the heat of the night.
Are you serious?
I think so. I think
I thought you were going to say she was Skillet's wife on
Sanford and Son. No, she played the aunt.
But give
Mr.
her,
Skillet.
let me tell you, she gets props for her death scene. I know she was like, girl, I've been waiting a lifetime for this.
Yes.
Yep.
Jesus.
It's going to be all right.
Now, see, watching you, Mark, you look like you're actually doing something else.
Well, that's what I thought she was doing. Jesus, I'm alive. Well, it was kind of weird when she died and hit off that black spiritual. I'm dying.
Yeah.
The white guys were like, what was that?
So they, Olivia, they give her a shot in the neck to knock her out. And then they take her wherever they took her, and they put her in a body bag, and then they put skinny Florida Evans on top of Olivia Pope in the body bag, right?
Yes.
So when they get to this destination, they unzip the body bag, and they pull the dead woman out, and then Olivia Pope's like underneath her, and I was like, oh!
Yeah. That would be tough to do. I mean, put yourself in that situation, like on top of me. Come on now. Are we good? Can we get to where we're going? Get this dead person off of me.
Open this bag. It's stinking up in here. It's stinking. It's leaking and stinking. Yes.
Man.
Oh, man.
Skinny Florida Evans.
The captors want to know why Olivia isn't begging for her life.
Mm-hmm.
And she says because none of them are in charge.
Right.
That's what she said that before they shot her up in the neck,
Yeah,
right? And
right.
I'm thinking, wow, I mean, because the thing she was saying is like the person who was holding me didn't say anything, and every time y'all did something, y'all will look at this person, and it was like I didn't. I mean, who noticed that? Who notices that? But Olivia Pope.
She has her moments where she's a Navy SEAL or something.
Yeah,
it's like, wait a minute. She did kind of. Well, let's see. You didn't do that, and this guy looks like he was on the phone with the man.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's why I'm not negotiating now.
I bet
I'm not going to negotiate either because you had a dead woman on top of me.
Right. It's a violation.
It's a violation. Yes. So she's in this cell of some sort when she wakes up, I guess, and there's a man in there who has this terrified look on his face. His name is Ian. He's being held for ransom.
Ian was being held because he's a little bitch. That's why he was being held.
You know what?
Shut up, Ian. Golly. We're going to die. We're going to die. Lord Jesus. Give it a break.
Man the hell up. Grow a pair. Man. So I'm wondering, though, is he there to gain her confidence? Because something about that didn't seem right to me.
He was talking too much.
He was talking too much. He was offering too much information, man.
Tony is also a Navy SEAL. I mean, he seemed like a man who, who, as he said, I've been here so long. Mm-hmm. And the last friend I had in here, the last person that, they took him and killed him. And, he was broken all the way down in this cell. And he didn't see, as they kept saying, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're going to be right here. Mm. And they probably it felt like they told Ian the same thing.
Right.
Well,
right.
The thing that really had Ian living in the dream world was Olivia Pope comes in the cell and asks you to check her back.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm sorry, check your back. Is that what they call it up in here? I'm about to die. I'm bad as hell. You smell fresh. I'm going to check your back, all right? I want you to check my back to see if a chip is inserted in me. Yep, a chip is inserted in me.
And Ian, too.
Say hello to my little chip. Man.
Girl, you talking craziness. What? A chip is what? All this backing up. What is it?
So she decides she's like, where's the bathroom? And it's not in the cell. So she's like, bathroom. They take her to the bathroom. They tell her she's got 5 minutes. She's in the bathroom. She looks at the toilet, man. That's the nastiest looking toilet I've ever seen on television. I've seen those in person. We've all seen those in person.
Come to my apartment in New York.
They shot the seat at your place, man?
On a cleansing day. You don't want to come.
Oh, wow.
I like the fact that Olivia, like, there's a bathroom. That makes it. That takes it from a dungeon to like a 2-star hotel. Bathroom, bitch! You are locked up and confined. We talking about bathroom. You got to go in that corner over there next to Ian.
Wow. So she's in this bathroom, and the toilet is so nasty. She actually takes what's left of the toilet paper. There ain't a lot on the roll, and she puts it on the seat as we are taught to do. And I'm thinking, there ain't a sheet of toilet paper that's going to save you from anything that's on that seat. That seat is beyond nasty. You
better hover.
And
hover around. Better hover around.
and then they show her, pulling her. She sits there on the toilet, and it's on television. I'm like, man, TV's come a long way, right?
Hey.
But it is what it is. She's back with Ian. She tells Ian that she's going to save them because she's Olivia Pope. Wow.
She laughed.
Swag.
She laughed she laughed as hysterically as we all did. What? Girl, that ain't gonna work this time.
Yeah.
Ian was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Right. And then she tells Ian something that we find out later in the episode is really what this is about. She tells Ian that if she's missing, the president of the United States will look for her.
Yeah.
See, Olivia might have. I know she was doing that to get Ian fired up.
Yes.
But that might have been too much.
Yes.
I mean, that's
as it turns out, it was. Yeah.
You know, you're talking too much.
Mm-hmm.
But if
you're talking crazy talk.
And that's why she's like, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but
yeah,
the president is going to save us. He went back to his Chipotle, like, whatever.
Like, yeah, sure.
He got Chipotle, man.
That was a big ass bowl of Chipotle, man.
Yeah, and he kept saying it ain't bad. It ain't bad.
Troy, you know what? It's funny you notice that, Troy, because he did. If you listen closely, he did say, yeah. He said it's not bad. It's the new meatless Chipotle.
He got the sofritas.
It's the sofritas. It's okay. No, really, it's good. They don't have pork in some states, you know.
I should.
And he got an animal style, so you know.
It's not bad because I didn't get sour cream.
Wow.
No guac.
No guac. Yeah. Well, there's extra. It costs extra for guac, man.
So
she goes back to the bathroom. This time she don't put the paper down, right? She didn't put the paper down. I guess she figured, ain't nothing here gonna save me, man. This place is beyond nasty.
And you know why? You know why? Number 2, she was like,
I need this paper is what you need.
Number 2, babe, you gotta let me go ahead and I'm contributing now to the destruction of the toilet. Woo! Olivia Pope. Damn! What did you eat? Oh,
yeah,
Chipotle.
The animal style Chipotle is what you had. So she figures she sees that window, man. She goes MacGyver on us, man. She takes the underwire from her bra.
Mm-hmm.
And she tries to open her window. Oh, and she almost does, but then she's caught because they told her you only give 5 minutes. If you ain't done it in 5 minutes, we coming in.
Right.
And so they do, and they see her standing at the window on top of the sink, or as we say back home, the zinc. and they grab her and they tell her that she's going to have to be punished for trying to escape. I'm like, oh, they're going to rape the woman?
Well, I thought it was funny. He was like, when he went off, he's like, everybody knows the wire from an underwire bra isn't strong enough to move a rusted bolt from a window. Did y'all see that part?
No,
I missed that.
I must have blinked, man. I missed that part, man.
That little underwire bra, and it was gonna move a rusted 90-pound bolt.
Hey,
Go
man.
ahead, girl.
Well, what did we learn today, ladies? Your bra is a Swiss Army knife.
You gotta rub it. You gotta sharpen that edge first, though.
Yeah. She could just sharpen that up and stab the guy. That would have worked too.
Well, back in the day, those underwires, the wire in those underwire bras, they were pretty. They weren't these new underwires ain't your mama's underwire bra.
Wait a minute. Oh, really, Tony?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I actually chipped a tooth on one time, man.
Damn.
Yeah, the presentation was much different back then.
Yes,
like,
it was
2
very
torpedoes coming for you.
So they kill Ian as punishment, man. They take him out and they shoot him.
Look at my face.
Yeah.
They shoot him, man. And she goes into this depression. And actually, she's laying down on the floor. And a firefight that goes on, gunfights going on in the background, and it wakes her up. But then we find out it was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
Used to read
Word Up magazine.
I like the fact that even in her dreams, Olivia is messing over Jake. Poor Jake. Even in a fantasy, a positive fantasy where he saves her life, this bitch still was going to be with Fitz. Damn. She showered up and Fitz got first crack at that. Jake got the old stanky, been locked down, pooping in a toilet cell, jail. Olivia, and then Fitz gets the fresh and clean.
Yes.
No caffeine.
Wow.
In the shower.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about it like that, but yeah, she sure did do that, huh? She just... All that Jake has done for her, and she still dreams of Vermont.
Damn Vermont. Now, is it just me? Vermont does not resonate with me at all.
No?
Have you ever been to Vermont, though?
No.
I haven't either.
I don't want to go.
I've heard people say it's very lovely,
man.
It's
a beautiful place.
It just seems, I don't know. I'm like, man, something wrong. Maybe being from Springfield, Illinois or something. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what it is, but it's just like Vermont's like, Lord Jesus.
Well, you can tell that she wants,
Boysenberry jelly. Oh my God.
she wants the complete opposite of all of this stuff that she's been through in life.
Right.
So if she's been the big city, I mean, aside from all the shenanigans and craziness that she's going on, the high fashion, condo in the big city kind of thing. That's not what she wants. She wants to be in the country. She wants to have a horse and a dog and a sweater and some jam.
Jam.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, man.
I was going to do an aside, but it might be too long. But in watching these shows, I think a lot of people are going in on, these black shows or these black characters. But what I think is great about the show is that it is fantasy, and it's almost like a fantasy. Like most of us know sisters and white boys. There's some sisters that like white boys, but that lack of flavor or whatever, a lot of sisters, they in their fantasy see this and they love it, but they've never dated a white guy,
Right,
I think Olivia's character is interesting because she does play that fantasy a lot, and I think the people who watch the show get caught up in the same fantasy.
Right.
But it's not necessarily even their reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't, like, so a lot of the women that watch it, they wouldn't want that scenario, but they're intrigued by the fantasy.
Right. Right. Well, the sequence where, she was believing that what was going on in Vermont was real, and then, Secret Service Tom shows up and then she realizes something's wrong.
Something right.
And she's walking on the estate grounds.
Yes.
And Abby shows up. And Abby's telling her why this dream isn't real. The one in Vermont, that's not real. That's not your life. That's not going to happen. Abby keeping it real.
So you don't even know how to use a damn stove, girl. How you gonna make some jam?
She didn't tell her that.
Let me ask you something, Olivia. When you're canning jelly,
right.
What do you do with that wax on top? What?
Yeah. How much pectin do you use?
Not pectin.
There's wax on top,
Right.
Yes.
And what was funny was that's exactly how Olivia reacted. Like, what? I know how to. Well, knowing how to cook doesn't matter.
I like it.
That's why you're in this dream.
I like the dog. The dog, what are they called? What are those dogs called? Not a golden retriever, but he's a Labrador.
Yeah.
They are like the equivalent. The blonde Labrador is like the equivalent of the blonde-haired, blue-eyed child. It's that, the perfect lifestyle.
Yeah.
Fitz, check. House, check. Labrador, golden, yep, check. You don't even see a lab in New York, in the city, in the hood.
Right.
Ain't no labs. It'd be a black lab or a brown lab or a pit bull lab mix.
A pit bull lab.
A pit bull lab mix, man. A lab bull.
Will not retrieve, because I ain't no slave, and he might bite your hand off.
He got an attitude.
So she wakes up from her dream, guys, and she's like, bathroom. And they start to tell her about the thing. He goes, yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, I know, 5 minutes, right? So she goes in there, and she pulls the underwire out from the other cup of her bra.
Hey, you only get 2 now.
You only get 2.
You gotta make it count.
And
Yep.
they're really bees. They're like 31 bees, too. They're small.
Damn.
They're little underwires. Push up.
So she looks up because she's getting ready to try to get that window open this time, man. And she looks up and the window is sealed. The window has been sealed shut. And she just breaks the hell down. She just like, oh.
That was it.
Yeah.
The last straw.
Yep.
Why?
I thought, and when she went to the window the first time, I was like, okay, if you're being a Navy SEAL right now, you should have taken a look at what's going on and then come back. Because obviously they let you go to the bathroom. When you start, she hollered out bathroom. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Bathroom.
Yeah, so just you scouted it out. You see it might work. Go ahead and I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
Put your plan together. But no.
So you're saying her reconnaissance skills were questionable.
I mean, she was looking. She was sizing up everything. It felt like she was okay. 10 steps through the hallway. He wears his gun on his right side.
Yeah.
The keys are in his left pocket, so I know if I'm going to attack him, I know which one to grab first or something like that. So and then you got the window. It's like, okay, I'll check on the window later.
Yeah.
But you weren't checking him out. So he was like, it looks like he has on boxers. He hangs to the left, and his booty's eating his underwear. Note to self.
Well, when Abby was breaking it down to her, Abby pointed out on the ground that did you drop something right there? Because there's this washer, some kind of washer fastener thing that's sitting on the ground. And so then, I didn't think anything of it. But then when Olivia realizes that this window is shut and she's like breaks down and stuff, she looks up and she sees this washer, the same type of washer under the sink. And so she takes the underwire from the bra and uses it as a screwdriver to loosen the screw on it and take the washer off. Now, then the washer was holding this pipe.
Yeah.
So now she's got this pipe. Now she has a weapon.
Yeah.
And so she kind of puts it up her sleeve on her whatever she was wearing.
Sweater.
And she gets out, and then the guy who actually said, I sealed that window up. I'm the one who did that. And he's doing it, saying it, bragging about it. She whacks him with the pipe a few times.
Yep.
She takes the keys, she takes the gun, and she starts running. And she is running forever.
Yes.
That hallway got the length of 6 football fields all of a sudden, and when she's almost to the red door, that's going to be her freedom. The guy who was apparently running the operation, or seemed to be at this particular, wherever she was being held, he steps out from a doorway and he tells her, you ain't going to shoot me. You'd have shot me by now if you were. And she actually does end up shooting him right in the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she gets her freedom.
Nice,
and she goes.
Nice try. Nowadays,
yeah.
People are going to shoot you. Anybody who's thinking about kidnapping somebody, if they get a gun, they're going to shoot you. Just keep that in mind. That's psychological. You're not going to pull the trigger and I see your hand shaking and all. Whatever. That ain't gonna work no more.
She dropped the hammer back, man, and kayow.
I think as a society, you're right, Troy. We're past that. We're killers now.
Yeah.
I think kids will kill you now.
Yeah.
Blah blah. It's like you can't even say the whole phrase. I know you're not. Blah blah blah. Let me finish the statement.
She gets through the red door, and it's all a sound stage.
Yeah.
It's a sound stage. It's not even.
One thing, Tony.
Huh?
If you do kill somebody running for your freedom, don't throw the damn gun down. Why you throw the damn gun down?
Yes.
Why would you throw the damn gun down?
Yes.
Come on, Olivia.
Take the gun.
You're killing now. You're killing now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it takes a while to process that though. When you shoot your first person in the head.
Whatever, man.
If
you shoot one person in the head, you might need to shoot somebody else in the head. Especially if you're gonna run out into the middle of a Middle Eastern city.
Yeah.
At least she thought she was.
What would have happened if she had the gun and she shot the other guy? Or is it a real gun? We don't know yet.
Well, I mean, it turns out she's in a sound stage. She hadn't even left the country.
I'm saying, what if she had the gun and she shot the other guy?
Well, then,
the guy Ian?
Then the season would have been over.
Yeah, then the whole thing would have been over.
You know what I mean? There you go. Throw the gun down. No, keep the gun. Shoot Ian. Now you're, on lot C.
And then you come back with commercials, and then How to Get Away from Murder is on. What happened?
Viola Davis defends you because you were insane and the whole thing.
Right.
So as we find out, Ian was behind the whole thing.
Yeah.
Ian was he was the brains behind the whole thing, even though he was playing that role in the cell. And I thought he was just giving out. There was something about that bothered me, him being in the cell, And as it turns out, he was waiting for her to say what she said, which was, if I'm missing, the president of the United States will come find me. So now it's pretty apparent now that she's being held because the group that's holding her want something from the president.
That's not. I guess it's not a secret. I mean, everybody knows that the president, got strung out on Olivia. So it's like that's not that group's not that. That's not that deep of a secret.
Well, I mean, I don't know if the world knew just how wide the president's nose was over this. I mean, we know it because we're in the Oval, we're inside the White House, so we see all this. But the general public knows or not knows that he had a fling with Olivia Pope. They're not really sure.
Tony, if you put Big Mama in a room, her and her friends, and show the president, and they cut to Olivia Pope.
Olivia Pope
In Washington, D.C. They cut to Olivia Pope. They'd be like, oh, wait a minute. Him got feelings for that girl. They know. They know. Big Mama and them know, man.
Right. Well, it turns out she's a pawn. She's a pawn. They want to force the president to declare war
now,
in order to get her back.
Now, Mark said, watching Scandal is like a fantasy. Okay, y'all. Okay, you gladiators. If you're not up on what's going on in the world, now's the time to kind of pay attention. I don't understand it. What's going on? Yes. This is based on things that happen in life, in the world. That the whole windows that appear to be someplace else, and that deceptive, that's that CIA operative, psychological warfare kind of stuff that, allegedly might happen someplace on this planet.
So you're saying Obama has a girlfriend, man?
No. That's not.
It's Obama and Cokie Roberts.
I'm not saying.
I didn't want to say it, Tony, but there it is. Cokie Roberts is president.
Obama and Cokie Roberts. Well, there you go.
Yep. Well, it was good working with you guys.
Cokie Roberts got the call. What? Really? For real? Me? Yes, Cokie, you. Wow.
Cokie Roberts.
Cokie Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
You've been watching C-SPAN lately, haven't you?
That woman retired about a year ago, man.
Hey, we're the last generation that had to watch Meet the Press. You remember that? There were like 3 choices on Sunday. You're like, oh, God. Okay, Meet the Press it is.
Meet the Press, Face the Nation.
Right.
Man, yeah. So tell me what I left out, man. What did I miss? I know I missed something, man. I mean, the episode was interesting because there were like layers. There was the dream. There was a dream inside the dream, like I said earlier. And then there was the person telling her, Abby telling Olivia Pope, that you're inside a dream because this ain't real. Vermont's not going to happen for you. And you don't even know how to cook.
Right.
So that's that whole thing. And it's like, well, okay.
I thought that, that sequence with Abby was interesting because she's like, where's Huck? Where are your friends?
We're the gladiators.
Yeah. While you're out here gallivanting with this dog in Vermont, you forgot about your people.
Yeah.
Which does seem like something Olivia would do. She would roll. Peace.
It is very interesting, like you said, like we love Olivia, but it's like her selfishness gets plays up all the time.
Shows up a lot.
She's flawed, but we still love her. But it is interesting. She is pretty selfish, though, like on a whole bunch of levels.
Even the guy, when it came around, she was kind of in her typical mode when she's like, "So, Ian, what are you? What do you do?" "Well, I'm a journalist. I was married. I did it." "What about you?" It took a while. It took a while for her to, wait a minute. Okay, you want to save me, but you don't want to tell me who you are.
Right.
Come on, man.
But the president's coming to save us.
But then she gave, she gave it up eventually, but it was kind of like on her terms. When she feels like she needs to say something, then she will. Everybody else is making a contribution about who I am, what's going on, but she doesn't have to because I'm Olivia Pope. And that happens a lot.
She did mention that, if it was left up to Eli, he's not coming for her. Which I think in this circumstance, I think he would have come for her. I think, I mean, he's mad at her. He's disappointed in her. He's washed his hands of her. But nobody snatches my daughter off the street like that. And I don't. His ego's too big to let someone, do something like that to his daughter. I can do it to my daughter, but you can't do it to my daughter.
I don't know, Tony. When they this was fresh. They just broke it off.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, whatever. I'm out.
And who's to say that he's not behind this whole thing?
Well, that was a possibility. That seemed logical.
Yeah.
It is weird. It is funny being a father though, how like if your kids kill you, they'd still be your baby though. It's very interesting,
Yeah.
I don't care, baby, if you try to kill. Now, of course, that's like the most unrealistic thing in normal life, but man, why'd you fall out with your daughter? Man, this bitch tried to kill me, man, but I still love her.
That's my baby girl.
At the barbershop where that happens. What?
Right.
Oh yeah, that baby tried to kill me too. What? So I washed my hands from her. But I think Eli's laying in wait. He's coming, man. Big Daddy's coming, man.
Yeah, I mean,
a long speech is coming.
Yeah, that's right. If he's not behind this, because him and the president, they don't set horses, as they say back home. So if he's not behind this, he's gonna get involved in her rescue and revenge. Because like I said, I just don't think that a man like Eli Pope is going to let somebody, even though he says he's done with his daughter, he's not going to let somebody do that to his daughter because only he can do that.
Well, one other note, Tony, I wanted to give a shout out to Vitalis, who apparently Vitalis is what the president was wearing when he hit that shower. His hair was coiffed. He had the Hawaiian 5-0 waves going on. Olivia, great to see you. His hair was like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Get in the shower.
Vitalis, baby. Yeah. I'm about to wear. Ooh, Olivia had her little curls going. Shout out to all the hair on the episode.
Yeah.
He saw Olivia just captured. Then he saw the frizz start to happen. And the nice soft curls in the shower. Go ahead, y'all. The wig team was on top of it.
They on top of their game, man.
They were yelling, cut. Wait a minute. There needs to be frizzy.
Is that how
we need the Shaka Khan wig stat.
Right. Cut. More Vitalis for the president. Hey, Fitz.
Vitalis, yes.
Tony, do you use Vitalis?
Huh?
You use Vitalis, Tony?
Me? No.
What you got going on? Is that just all you, man?
Come on, man.
I use I know I do use something. I don't know the name of it though. But,
Tony is Olivia Pope. He ain't gonna tell you what. He gonna tell you what he used, man.
I can't because I ran out of
the gray lock, the secrets.
Yeah.
My wife just picked up on YouTube, but I don't know what it is. I can't think of the name of it though. But no, I use something though, but I can't remember the name of it. But a little dab will do you though.
Well, what people don't know is Tony actually wears a process. So people don't know. People just watch the podcast just to see how they can solve Tony's riddle. They say, "Girl, what is it?"
Juices and berries, baby.
That's right.
What? He's Hispanic? Oh, hell no. Man, I thought he had an S
well.
No, man. So that is the episode.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes. 3 minutes only. Then take it out.
that is the episode right there, man. So thanks so much for checking us out, man. We are going to be hopefully in Washington D.C. August 1st for the Gladiators Unite event that's going to be going on. It was in Los Angeles last year, and this year there's going to be a new component, Empire. I think it's going to be part of also what's going to be going on with this, because the Empire apparently has taken the world by storm.
I might have to hop on Empire. I'm telling you, Tony.
What do you do, men on Empire?
I think we got to do it. It's huge.
All right. Well,
they had 10.9 million this week.
Well, that's how many downloads we had. No, I'm sorry. That was another Olivia Pope dream. My bad. That was an Olivia Pope dream. My bad, man. So
we were right. Whoops! Oh my goodness! My chair just exploded.
Damn.
When you buy a chair at the dollar store, you better be careful. So limit is 250 pounds. You're too big. Let's say you do podcasting, chair break. What you do then? Give me a chair.
Tony, please put that in slow motion.
Whoa.
What the hell happened?
Well, anyway.
Woo.
Oh, thanks so much for watching Men on
The
Scandal.
good news, though, Mark, if you get the underwire out of your bra,
you can fix that chair, man.
Oh.
Thanks so much for watching Men on Scandal. Share it, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Appreciate it very much. All right, for Troy Johnson in Washington, D.C. Oh, who you got for the Super Bowl, man?
I don't know.
All right.
No, the Seahawks, man.
The Seahawks, man.
Like, yeah.
Seattle, yeah, I like Seattle too, though. So Mark's knees are giving him hell right now, man.
I'm doing squats. Help me.
Mark Clark in New York. I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for watching Men on Scandal. We'll see you next week.
We were right. Whoops. Oh my goodness. My head just exploded.
Damn.